Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Now today's video, as you probably are able to tell both by the title and by all of these parts out here on my desk, is going to be yet another PC build video. This is going to be the first one of 2018, hopefully the first of many, because I do love doing this. I mean, this is awesome, being able to, build these systems and everything. I've done two of these in the past year, 2017. One of them at the very beginning of the year was my, personal computer that I use on a daily basis. That was in January, so about a year ago. And the other one was a $300 Pentium budget build. This one right here is going to be a high-end office computer build. The people that wanted me to build this for them wanted a high-end office system that will, be able to do all of the tasks that they need, to do in their office, but also be able to last a really long time, which I believe with these parts here that I've chosen, I was going to definitely do that. And this also, if you're not able to tell, is going to be my first Ryzen computer build. I did go with a Ryzen 5, and I guess we can just start ahead with that. I went with a Ryzen 5 1400 CPU for this build, which comes included with the very nice AMD stock cooler, which I've heard great things about. I've never built a Ryzen system before, so I am, very, excited to actually mess around with this hardware. But I've heard that this cooler is much better than what Intel gives you on their, stock cooler with the non-K CPUs. So yeah, I am very excited for that. This right here is the Ryzen 5 1400, as I said. It has a 3.2 GHz base with a 3.4 GHz precision boost. It's a 4-core, 8-thread processor. Very powerful, very capable CPU that I think is going to last a really long time. So yeah, Ryzen 5 1400. So we're just going to go ahead and skip ahead to the motherboard here. For the motherboard, I decided to go with an MSI product. This is an A320M Pro VD Plus A320 motherboard, which got very good reviews on both Newegg and Amazon, I believe. So, this is going to be a very awesome motherboard. It's just a standard MSI board, A320, which unfortunately does not allow overclocking, but I don't really think we're going to be needing to do any of that with this build because, this CPU is already powerful enough as it is. So yeah, A320M, pretty basic motherboard. I've had pretty good experience with MSI products before. I have two of them in my main computer build. Both my motherboard and my graphics card are MSI, and I've not had any issues with them. So, yeah, MSI motherboard. For the RAM, if you're wondering, because I don't have that here right now, I'm actually still waiting for that to come in the mail. But I went with a Corsair 8GB kit that's actually two separate 4GB sticks, so it's going to be able to run in dual channel. So yeah, 8GB of RAM for this build is going to be plenty, and they can obviously upgrade that down the road should they want to. For the storage, I went pure SSD storage on this with a Samsung 850 EVO 250GB drive. Just because SSDs, we know how much faster SSDs are than regular hard drives. You may be able to see back here with the graphics card, because with a Ryzen CPU, you do have to pick out a graphics card with these because there's no integrated graphics on the CPU. So because of that, I went with a GT 1030 from NVIDIA. This is a gigabyte card right there, as you can see. It's the silent low profile. It has 2 GB of onboard memory. And this is, of course, like most of this other stuff, is going to be plenty for what they are going to be doing with it. This card got very good reviews as well. And they can obviously, this card is not going to be able to do anything like high-end gaming or anything like that, or, VR or whatever, but if they want to, they can upgrade that down the road and very easily swap this out for a much higher end card and not have any issues with that. For the power supply, as you can see right back there, I decided to go with a Corsair CX500 500 watt ATX power supply that is 80 plus bronze. I wanted to make sure that I got at least 80 plus bronze with this. This little guy right here, I'm not sure if you can really see it very well, is a Wi-Fi card from a new Cody, I don't know how you pronounce that, but I bought this off of Amazon. It was the #1 rated bestseller. It's a very simple, card that you plug into the back of a USB port, and then it gives it Wi-Fi capabilities. I don't know if they need to use Wi-Fi, but I have this in there just in case that they need to, because this computer wouldn't have Wi-Fi without it. And for the case back here, I went with another Rosewell product. That I went with a Rosewell case in the previous $300 budget build. This one here is the FBM X1, which is very similar to the FBM 05, I believe, was the other one. It's very similar. It does kind of, you know, look a lot cooler, at least in my opinion, than that other one. It does have a side panel window. So if they kind of want to see the build, I just kind of thought that would be cool. I just kind of wanted to, you know, go with something a little bit different for this build, so that's what I did. And I also included you can see that right there, a ASUS 24X SATA DVD-RW drive. Let me just go ahead and open this right now on camera. This was just because they told me they wanted, I mean, I can get these scissors open here. They told me that they wanted the ability to read and write DVDs, so I thought it would be a good idea to include it in here for them. I know I'm doing this off camera, but yeah, nothing, you know, that exciting. It's your regular DVD drive. Let's get the front of it here. You know, your regular ASUS DVD drive, nothing, you know, super special. Oh, it comes with a driver disc too? That's interesting. A driver disc. I guess that's a driver disc. Oh, it's got some software. You know, it has like the firmware software. It's interesting. So we've got that in here. Nothing super, you know, super special at all. It's just, you know, here because, I mean, despite what people may say, people still use DVDs, so you need to include that with a build if they, you know, that they want it. And of course, we obviously have to go with Windows 10. This is obviously Windows 10 Home 64-bit version 1709, so the latest version. So yeah, I mean, gonna be, you know, your standard Windows license. You obviously have to buy that if you want to be genuine and legal, which I do. So I had to, you know, include that as well. So pretty much, I'm gonna wait for the RAM to come in, which should be hopefully in the next few hours here. I'm gonna be waiting for that to come in, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start. I'll actually probably start building this before that I get the RAM and just kind of put that in at the very end. But yeah, I guess we can go ahead and cue the build time lapse. Alright, welcome back. I have pretty much fully assembled the whole build here. I've done some pretty good cable management, I think. Everything's in there except for the RAM, so I can't really boot it up. I don't have any extra DDR4 RAM lying around, so unfortunately, we're not going to be able to take a look at this just yet. But I thought while we're waiting on that to come in, that we would take a little look at the monitor over here that I bought, or that I had in the budget for this computer for these people. This is an LG 27-inch IPS 1080p monitor, LED obviously. This is a super nice, this is probably nicer than the monitor that I have, because I don't have a full 27-inch one. But I've already opened it. Some of you guys may have seen, gosh, this is loud. Some of you guys may have seen the screenshot that I posted over on Twitter with all of the boxes that came in and everything, but looks like we have a VGA cable. I guess that is the power adapter. I guess it's not a regular one. Okay, that's nice. We got, like the driver stuff and all that in here. I mean, pretty simple. That bag is loud. I'm just gonna set that aside. We've got the stand, obviously. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna set this up now because I'm gonna have to bring this over to them, but I probably should, I guess, just so it's a little more convenient and everything. But I mean, I'm just gonna take a quick look at this. I don't really want to like set up the whole thing now because I don't have the whole computer ready, but yeah, I mean, you can see this is, wow, this is really nice. Go ahead and pull this on out of here. Yeah, super nice. I mean, this thing is huge. I mean, it's obviously 27 inches, super duper nice. It's an IPS panel, as I said, so this is going to be really awesome for them. I think it's going to, really, kind of tie the whole thing together. They have a nice big monitor to use it with. So I'm going to just pretty much wait around for the RAM to come in, and I'm going to get this thing all fully assembled, and yeah, I will be back then. Alright, well, here we are. This is the finished product. As you can see, the build is fully completed. I really do like how the side panel does look. I mean, you can kind of see all in there. I did a pretty decent job, I think, at doing cable management. I kind of, made it so you can kind of see, a little bit of, what's going on in there pretty much. But you see I've got the big LG 27-inch IPS monitor right here. And we're going to be turning this thing on for the first time and seeing if it actually works. Yes, I have already put the RAM in. This is the kit that I got right here. It was an 8 gig kit of DDR4 2400 megahertz from Crucial. Finally came in. So yeah, this is pretty much the moment of truth. So let's go ahead and just press the power button on here and see what happens. And there goes the Wi-Fi antenna falling on the ground. So yeah, just gonna wait for the screen to come up here, which should do any minute. There we go. And we're going to press delete to enter setup. Because, well, the BIOS screen went by really fast, so we'll try it again. There we go. So this is actually the same BIOS that I have on my motherboard, the MSI Click BIOS 5. It's a little bit different. It's got like a red tone to it. So we are sitting at 3.2 gigahertz. We've got a 2400 megahertz on the RAM. And you can see over here are all of the specifications. So we are, of course, running the AMD Ryzen 5 1400. There's all our voltage information right there. And yeah, so we are pretty much good to go. I guess I'm going to go ahead and start installing Windows on here. But yeah, that is the AMD Ryzen 5 computer build. My first Ryzen build. I'll go ahead and peel the film off of here. But yeah, I'm very excited. I think that it went, it is working, so, it went really well. Like I said, I really do like that side panel. Kind of adds a, nice touch to the case and everything. So, yeah, guys, I just want to thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if this helped you in any way, definitely sure to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe down below if you want to see more videos like this in the near future. And also be sure to leave me a comment, letting me know what you guys think, any feedback that you might have. And I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.